religion, religion,
Sleep. I just feel very bad. I just feel very, very bad. The conversation yesterday that was gonna come on live here by 11, and then we'll just talk about something by past 12 because I fell asleep. Just host. Well, human, I get tired sometimes. I'm not happy with happy, happy at all. You see me because someone was saying that he couldn't see me the first time. Me and can hear me clearly and audibly. Happy. Yes. Want to sleep. Even when before I dropped my phone to sleep, I told myself that I was likely to not wake up. And I don't know. I didn't even set alarm. I not listen to my inner voice to sleep. And I'm waking up. I woke up by 48. Give up on coming on here. Opera. What's up? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? My day was fine. It was fine. It was fruitful. Everything was fine. How about yours? How are you guys? How was it? How do you do? Stay powerful, happy. And then whenever I fall asleep today, and whenever I fall asleep like this, and I wake up, it will just be my student. Well, currently learning something like multiple things at the same time. So I would call myself a student. I know, really. I'm just so tired. Hi, body piercing. Body piercing, is everything okay? Trying to, I don't know. Asked because of the glasses. That's the reason. Then I'm not the kind of student you think I am. I just read it all the time. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. You guys, thank you for being here. And once again, permit me to apologize for live streaming an hour late. I'm sorry about that. I have no excuse to give. Meanwhile, while we are at it, read. Can you kindly drop the question you said you have? The hard question. I also know the Bible question before you call scatter my head. Kindly drop the question you said. How? So others can attempt, and the people that are here can also attempt it. You guys, thank you. Maudi, hi. Good morning. You guys, thank you for joining. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Is this disturbing? Whatever I'm doing, is it disturbing? Is it too loud? Please, can someone let me know? Are you dropping your question? I guess you are. Hi, Jeff. Jeffta, how are you doing? How are you doing today? Thank you so much for being here. How are you guys doing? Multiverse theory. Firstly, can you kindly explain the multiverse theory? Can you explain it? I've not heard of that theory before, but I'd like to know what it's about. Let me see if it's something that my brain can relate to. I'm doing very great. So you called me Mama. Why do you have to use such sweet name to make me start? Love. No, I'm fine. Thank you so much. How are you? How about you? How are you doing? Again and again. Like opera, I'm a Christian. I practice the Christian religion. Atasa Clovis, hi, welcome. This is not the only one that exists. Um, well, this question is this your question is firstly, I've heard people say that our universe is not the only universe as is, blah blah blah. But I heard in another planet, not the universe, not another universe entirely. It's just one bubble in such a large collection of universes. Mm, okay, before I come to read, my Opera say be good. If you can't be good, be careful. Okay, Michael Pera, thank you for the advice. Um, I don't know. Well, read because I don't know about this theory. I wouldn't say that I agree. I wouldn't say that I agree. Although what I would say, according to what some books, like the Book of Enoch, has contained in it, that they are creatures that are being, I don't know if they're being locked underneath the water, or stuff like that. I don't know if that also counts as saying that they are in another universe. I don't know if that counts. If that counts, then probably there is, but I don't know. Aside that, I don't know anything about it. Fabric of reality. Okay, I think in this case, I'll be more of learning from you because these things that you're saying are very strange to me. Firstly, let me screenshot this because I'd love to read about it as well. So, the fabric of reality, what does it suggest? What does it talk about? If I can use residual knowledge to contribute, not answer, because I don't know of these things. But let me see if I can use residual knowledge to contribute. Hmm, okay. All these philosophers, so they didn't go put us through psychologically. Did, did, how is that name pronounced? What's his theory about? And why does he think that there is a parallel universe? What does he think? So I don't want them to come and give me theory like those K drama that we used to watch, like King Intana that had a parallel universe and W2 world. Because if it is movies like that, I've seen about two Korean. Why does he think that there is a parallel universe? By its implication, I think the only implication is if the two universes collide, it can cause problems for us. Reality splits into multiple universes constantly. Okay. By every possible outcome actually happens, you mean there is somebody like me in another universe, somebody like you in another universe. They might be living a different life, but they might not actually be living the exact same life that I am living now. They may not even actually be bearing the same name that I'm bearing now, but there's just a replica of me with the same family, same age, and stuff like that elsewhere. I want to understand this bit by bit. Is that what you're saying? Let's establish that fact first. Let's see. Split into multiple universe concept. Yeah, okay, yeah, I think you've answered that. There are countless versions of me making different choices. Okay. The only reason why I'm relating to this read is because, like I said, I've seen a movie about it, a series actually, a K drama about it, King Internal. But it doesn't mean I subscribe to that. I feel like those are those, well, it's a movie, it's fiction. I don't know because I don't think the Bible mentioned anything about multiple universe. But that aside, what did this David that came up with this theory? Did he explain to us why he thinks that we have multiple universe? Did he explain and how how you think? Why did he come up with that theory? Why? Meanwhile, Hussein, rich kid. Hi, thank you so much for being here. Alicanta, hi there. Thank you for being here. But I don't understand it. It's about Andy Jutem. He said, I wish I had like a prior knowledge to this or that understood better. what you are talking about, my friend. Hmm. Wait, I don't know if you got the question I asked. I don't know. Do you know um what brought up the idea? How David came up with his idea of multiple universe? What made him believe that we have more than one universe? What made him think about that? And to other people watching, you know what? Because you guys have the you guys can actually do a little research while streaming. I can't because I'm using my phone. So if anybody can also help us try and briefly check what this theory is about, just so we can have more contribution. I really appreciate because it seems interesting. I've only seen it in movies. I never actually thought to read further about it. But now I think I'm very much interested because Reed is interested in it. So if anybody would just came through and drop one or two observation, I appreciate. Meanwhile, Reed, let me type out your question. Plain waters. Thank you. Thank you so much. What's the question, Seth? What is I didn't really see a question, but should I type it as do you believe in multi-universe? Or let me just ask, is there anything as multi-universe? Let's see if people will be able to ask. Hmm, this is one interesting one. Is the question okay that way? In the book, that doesn't see we have multi-universe as a wild idea. Oh, okay. This is the best explanation of how reality actually behaves, especially at the quantum level. If he's saying that, if he's arguing that because of he feels why, why, unless the whole research work is bulky, I would have loved to read something like that. Unless it is bulky, because it can be exhausting. He's saying that if he's coming up with that idea because of how we feel our current reality is. I'm wondering what exactly in our current reality suggests that it's not like there's a duplicate of what we do or what we're experiencing in our current time. It's rather let me even ask a question. Michael Pera, I don't understand what you just sent. Kindly simplify. Do you know that there is no such thing as an opposite? There's no such thing like as opposite of something. That word opposite is man-made. Man-made, because that could be the only thing that suggests duality in our current reality. For example, to make sense of this, people may say that the opposite of wet is dry, or the opposite of rainy season is dry season, right? I don't know if you are following. One may say that the opposite of rainy season is dry season, but in actual sense, these are just their weather. In natural sense, it is like the weather condition at that time. It is either you are either in the rainy season, or there's nothing like words and opposites. They are just the same thing, but it is at that time the weather that we're experiencing. Cold. Say that the opposite of hot is cold, but it is not like opposite. It is temperature at that time. Either it is cold temperature or hot temperature. So maybe David's idea, occupied them. Hi, good morning. Maybe David's idea came up because, like you said, he had no um actual evidence. He just suggested that because of our reality. I don't know, but maybe his idea was from that. I don't know, just came up, was just kind of formed from that concept. The fact that there's no actual thing as words and opposites. It is just one particular thing in different form. You can either have it in this form or in another form. To be honest, that's just what I think. But still, again, if you're asking me if there's anything like multiple universe, I still do not believe, because even the drama I saw, that I've forgotten the explanation they gave me, to be honest, but it just didn't make sense to me. So, but just to get more context, I am going to read about this your question. When I read about it, and if I understand, next time I'll bring it up, just so I'll give a contribution. Listen here though. Oh, this is not the same size. See here, you want to abandon me with this your hard question. And if I had known that this your question was going to be this hard, I for not prepare my own question, but let's see. I read the book because I sometimes imagine my late dad might still be alive in another universe. And I wonder if there could be a mystical or spiritual way to reach him. Ah, this is where it gets tricky. Firstly, if there is a possibility, or if there is another universe, like David suggests, there's a possibility of someone being dead here. There's a possibility of that person being alive in that other universe. But this is where it gets complicated. All this I'm saying is not my own knowledge, it's from what I've watched. Opera, thank you. So universe collides, yeah. There's a problem it creates. I don't know the scientific term for all this. There's a problem it creates when you bring somebody universe, from a different universe to another universe. There's something there's a sort of problem it creates in firstly the human body. Your cell starts to react differently. Yeah, is it possible to communicate with the dead? What's your thoughts? Some people actually say they do now. Some people say they do now. Should be they used to go and evoke spirits. I read. I can only give an answer based on what people say. If that is a question, I think there are people out there that communicate with the dead. But now the way they communicate with the dead, yeah, I don't know. But I think you can. I think you can. And even sometimes, do you know one crazy thing? But it wasn't when I was at the early stage, and I said I mentioned the personal thing here yesterday. But at the early stage of my loved one passing, on several occasions, I've told myself, I want to see you in my dream. I want to see you talk to me. And if there is anything you feel like I'm not doing right at the moment, kindly let me know. Hi, knowledge. Oh my God, knowledge, I've missed you. I'm like, parent, that's fine. Kindly let me know. I'd love to know. And then once I say such prayer, or I just say something to myself, I see that person in my dream. Sometimes I understand the dream because of the rest. Sometimes I see her flogging me in my dream. So sometimes I understand the dream because of the reaction, and sometimes I don't. No, I did not say the dead lives. I did not say they live in another universe. So read. I would say they rather say the Bible spoke of the dead beings. I mean, I don't know about that one. No, who spoke of afterlife? Eh? Did not say another universes. Rather said afterlife. I be heaven. I be hell. As a matter of fact, okay, yeah, heaven rather. Purgatory. I wouldn't say afterlife because I don't think that was what the Bible spoke of. Guys, I need this. I'm getting good at this. Proud of myself. I need to go more. I was able to add one more, but I'll attempt it this night. No, it's actually cool. But that does not suggest that dead they live in another universe now. No, it does not suggest that. Rather, the Bible made mention of life and stuff like that. And there are people that pray to saints, and these saints, they are once human beings like us, lived a holy life. So if people can pray to saints and expect their prayers to be answered, why do you think that that should tell that there can be a form of communication with the dead, right? It does not actually mean that universe. They're not a serious person. It doesn't actually mean serious person. Actually, a I kind of like it when people see movies and then thinking faculty is being activated and they start doing research. It's just quite unfortunate that when I also saw that K drama that um showed about multiple universe, I didn't really research about it. And honestly, I'm so glad that knowledge is here because knowledge always has something meaningful to say. And the man think it in his heart, so he is. Knowledge, please. Can you explain what that means in relation to what our topic says? Reed is asking if there's such thing as a multiple universe. Do you think so, knowledge? It's connection to the dead. Depends on how their mind is dead or tuned condition. Firstly, I believe that when someone is in a near death, I believe because of someone close to me that has experienced that when someone is in a near death state, I believe that there is a connection, not just a connection. Sometimes there is an interaction with the dead. Depends on their mind, on how their mind is interpreted and tuned during that condition. I don't know about that. I just know that yes, sometimes there is an interaction with the dead, especially in cases whereby now some people would say it is the time to leave. So you may get sort of like a message to give to the people here on earth. But yes, I believe in that. I've had someone close to me experience it. Let me also ask, this question just came to my mind. Do you believe that it is possible for one's spirit to still wander around immediately after their death? Do you believe that? Okay. We are souls in temporary physical body. Yes. Yes. That is quite obvious. Because even when your body is lifeless, your soul still wanders around. Yes, right. Reed, why do you say so? What experience have you had that you say so? I can say mine, and I think my sister too had similar experience. But what made you say so? Sorry. Eva. Knowledge. I still want you to attempt this question that Reed asked. The dream felt like a warning, and later it came, seemed to come true when I woke up. It even felt like someone had from my. Hmm. You and I even dream. You believe so based on a dream you had. But for me, it wasn't a dream. It wasn't a dream. It was real. I still believe till date it's real. Now, when this loved one mine died, she came. I mean, I at that time I had not known because I was not there at the location where she died. I was in my house and I felt her woke me up and asked me to pray. So it was just like she was in that room with me. She just came in and and woke me up and said, "Pray, wake your younger siblings, and you guys should pray together." And then she left. So it wasn't like a dream. No, it wasn't a dream. I'm very sure that wasn't a dream. I feel like I know that that was like a spirit that did that. So it happens, and my sister also had the same this same experience. So in your case, it was a dream, and you may not actually be asleep, but you may not. You may just be, how to put it. But I just know that it happens. That's one of scariest feeling ever. Understand what you mean though. I understand what you mean. This whole mystery about death and eh, never experience and finish. Knowledge, how have you been though? I've missed you. My knowledge, been around. Been 3 days or three live streams. I've not seen you. And tomorrow you have a tournament. I no forget. I got you. I remember stuff, especially when I care about you. I remember stuff about you. Only God knows why He didn't make me traditionalist with spiritual abilities. God know why. Because if I explore both the negative and the positive, you where I know, God know why you, and it's for the best. The question is knowledge. The question is up there. Um, that's Reed's question though. It's not mine. It's Reed's question, and I have little or no knowledge about it. He asks about multi-universe. If we believe in its existence and its complications, and I think it is a theory by one David Dutch, Abi Dutch, Abi I don't know, Benadutzi. Nah, you can't be hard though. So I am saying that I do not believe in that because even the David did not tell us why exactly he thinks that there is a multi-universe. It's just a suggestion that was a suggestion coined out of, or that was inspired by our reality. The reality he did not explain, or maybe he did, but because I don't know about this theory, I've not read about it before. I don't know. But like I told Reed before, I just think it's just because of a lot of things. You know, like when they say everything has an opposite of it, of which I do not entirely agree to. But I think probably that's one of the reasons he said that. You guys see, I learned this today. This is what I learned today. Yesterday was the smaller one. This is the bigger one. Just a self practice, practical. I mean, self practice, and I'm doing well. I'm proud of myself. Read. Don't start with Sia. Thank you, Read. Read. Oh, you did switch the name now because you did my live stream now. You don't dey switch the name. I visited the Sia. Which in Nigerian terms, use Nigerian word. Who did you visit? Where you go? Some time ago, I had questions and things I wanted answers for, but they didn't give me direct answer. I said they spoke in parables. They spoke in parables because they know nothing. They spoke in parables because they have no power to do anything. I don't read that. I don't believe in these things. I don't believe in that they did. That is why they didn't give you answers. You're just speaking parables to confuse you, to make you feel like they know what they are doing. At the end of the day, they'll not give you solution to your problem. To rather make it worse because you're not doing the right thing. You're not channeling a positive energy towards what you're supposed to be doing. That you do not visit that seer anymore. Seer, or seer. You this Port Harcourt boy. There's something I want to try. I like this color. Do I want to waste it? So, because the Bible says that there are spiritual powers operating in different places. Okay. Those powers the Bible made mention of, are they still the true God? Are they from the direct source, which is God, the powers that the Bible made mention of? I'd like to know, Reed, because you like to justify everything. So I'd like to know. Hey, boy. Hey, let me try to use a pen. So I'm gonna do. I'm gonna insert a pen in this. This is size 36 volume. So I'm trying to. It's called Popo volume. This is latex size 36. I'm trying to achieve something. So this is also Chineke. I'm supposed to use the scissors to do this. This barrel is no long. I don't think it can achieve what I want to achieve. What to go wrong? Cannot achieve. Let me try. Let me not rule out the option. Hi. Hi, Abraham. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for being here. Read, I'm still waiting for your response. So, are you still they wait for? So it's hard. Okay, my dad was a traditionalist, which I already know, and believed to have spiritual abilities. That he did not tell me. I can understand most of the native languages used by this year, but my dad strongly discouraged me for going into that path. Okay, so your dad practiced something, and then you believe that he had um, powers in whatever he practiced, and then he advised you to not follow such path. Why do you think he did that? Why do you think he? Because in our, unlike the Christian religion here, if your father is a pastor, he would even want you to that um take over from him when he is no longer available to run the ministry. But why is it that your dad, that was a spiritual leader, discouraged you from following such paths? Why do you think he did that? Now, as an adult, read. Why would you say, or or what do you think was the reason your dad asked you to not follow such paths? Is knowledge still here? Knowledge, please, if you are here, I would appreciate your input, because this is beginning to go to the religious side, and that is where I'm tied down in some way. So, because you guys help me here. Hmm, Jesus. Okay. I don't know if you are understanding what Reed is saying, but what do you think might be the reason Reed that discouraged him from following the path that he followed? He was still on earth. The right to. Give me a minute. It's coming. Need broom. I'm back. And I don't like the artist that sang that song. It might become dangerous to handle. Maybe. It's just your thought. I don't think that is the reason. Because maybe I'm saying all this. Still here. Maybe I'm saying all this because I do not believe in those traditional things, reading all this. Maybe that is where my own points are coming from. Shit, I'm having a headache. But notwithstanding, yeah, I still think that it is because of no power in that, just deceit. That is what I believe. Just deceit. Idea of goosebumps in spiritual meaning. No, I've not heard of that before. Anything spiritual and its meaning. I've not heard of that before. Wait. Yeah. Because I've never paid attention to it. But what does that mean though? Goosebump is spiritual meaning. What does it mean? I have no freaking idea what that is about. Do something. So I'm putting the broom inside the latex balloon and inserting it inside the bowl. palm. The white one is called the bobo palm. Palm. Physical reaction. By physical reaction, do you mean those there? Is that what you're talking about? Read. Talking about. Where's my knife? Can you kindly describe it? I'm coming. Kindly describe it. Stretched. Stretch it. No, inside shit. If you're talking about the goosebumps we feel as on our skin, that one I understand though. But all this strong emotional reaction or the physical reaction towards unseen spiritual energy is quite different. They react in some kind of way, like they tend to dance, go around and shake, 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 you know, stuff like that. So I don't know if that is not what you're talking about. Then what? If you can describe it in words, I'd appreciate that. The time is past 1 a.m. It's 1:06 a.m. over here. I'm always hungry. Now I'll eat. Knowledge is not saying anything about this your topic. That just like myself, knowledge does not have. My popo volume pass. This was too big. Like I said, it's a size 36 volume. So the popo volume is small for it. Knowledge said I did. No, you're not saying anything now. So I'm guessing you're just like me, you don't really understand or you don't have much knowledge about the topic. There's a woman who, whenever she gets close to me, I get goosebumps and my body feels uneasy around her. When I've been there in Nigeria, I recently visit home and heard people say she might be rich. Okay, totally relate to because I've met people and even prophets. I used to describe that. For me, I would say it's because I am, by the mercy of God, I am spiritually awake. So whenever I find myself, it's not even about people. Sometimes when I find myself in a bad situation that I cannot make sense of at that point, it is by that feeling. Sometimes I just feel extremely cold or hot, scared. My spirits do not just accept that. I think it's normal for most people. You know, we are spiritual beings. We are not ordinary. So even if our body does not tell, our spirit knows that this person is not good for you. It's not even about, it's just like your instincts. So it's not even about you being a spiritualist, or I don't think it's normal with humans that are in tuned with their spirit self, like myself. And I sense that you're someone like that. So when we find ourselves in such situations, I don't know, we just tend to know. So it's just there for you to listen to it. Emeka Ekwano. Hi Emeka. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Really, you're not a good person. Sorry. This volume is very expensive. This is the most expensive volume. And I just have one remaining. I'm going to use this one now. I'm going to post your ear. Thank you for joining again. Welcome. The last time you joined, I asked you where you are based. You did not reply me. I just thought maybe you didn't want to tell me. Did you ask your read? Did you ask your mom when what she meant by that? When you have so much within you. What exactly outside yourself did you ask about? Because about personal stuff here, but I don't. I feel like from everything you told me, they are all about that required questioning. You, I think they are more of within yourself than so. Are from Imo State. Imo. Those are the only two places I'm familiar with. Say or Owerri. You based there. You based in Imo. So I was just asking the last time you were on my live stream. And you didn't respond. If you left the live stream or something, I don't know. Anyway, I'm still thinking about this your answer. When you already have so much within you. What do you mean by that? So much within you. What traits do you show read as a person that would make her say that? Because if she's saying that you have so much within you, then she's trying to hint on you having the ability to do things, things that you may not even realize. I mean, she's your mom. She knows you better. That was why I said, did you ask her what she meant by that? Oh, I'm being different. Obviously, right. What do you want to tell me? Let's talk fast. My battery did 22%. So and we've been talking for 1 hour. We've been talking for 1 hour. Yes, I know, I know. I know. Don't bring such information here. Well, is that what she's talking? I don't think I want to take this conversation to that angle with take this, but as a matter of fact, as regards that she has, I don't think you guys have had a conversation about that particular thing. You guys have not had a conversation about it. That is why you are still searching for answers, right? So if she's trying such words where you still have a lot within you, be able to explain. I feel like if she even explains further, you get answers to some of the questions you seek. Under the river, community river, around one to vent and clear your mind. Read this one na Instagram conversation. No? Are you sure this one is live stream conversation? Read. What were the exact words you say? You said at that river, and your mind tell you to go to the river. Why did you not just? Why did you not just think to say and just vent or cry or pray or say whatever? Why did you think to go to that river? Knowledge, are you good? Oh, that will soon go off. My battery is going down. It is now 20%. It's going down like fast. So I can only charge and communicate on Instagram, but live stream is coming to an end in the next 2 minutes. I just want you to quickly answer me. Why did you think to go to the river and not just stay at home and do whatever you want to do? It is because there's already a belief in you. That is why you went to the river. You already believe in whatever you believe about the river. I don't know the river. Before I go talk something I don't know. Why did you read? Knowledge, are you going off? Was my balloons, my baby. These are my babies. These are my babies. These are my babies. I had good ones. Breeze was really strong because since something might be nearby, which is one of the reasons I believe places can carry some kind of power. I believe places carry power, shall. I mean, as a Catholic, I strongly believe that because there are some places inside the church and both outside the church that we genuflect and observe the word holiness. I mean, I don't know. See all these spiritual things here. I don't believe in them. I don't like to talk about. It's just like when we went for my friend's father's burial. I and my friends were about 5 girls. We were walking past a road, and then one of us passed under a tree. And they said, "Oh, the tree, the particular place has some kind of power, and then when you as a single lady will pass under it, you're not able to give birth. I did not believe in that shit. So you're not able to give birth unless you appease the tree by buying fowl. We say the later but they give out to one baba, and that baba go chop that fowl. So I don't really believe in those things, to be honest. I mean, I'm someone that don't know. I don't allow fear interfere, especially when I'm in a situation whereby something, all this spiritual energy, I call them negative energy, is happening around me. As whatever is going on. I constantly say prayers in my head and rebuke it and remind myself that he that is in me is greater than he that is in the world, or whatever is going on around me. So whatever is going on might be going on, but what I believe in, the Christ, the God that I believe in, is greater than it. So I, I don't think I'll ever subscribe to that. That's that way with me. Is this live stream still on? Hey, battery. But is this live stream still on? Have I been talking to myself? No, doing like this. What are you seeing here? Why is this thing blinking? Hey, this thing what off. Think. I know. I was just saying that there's a really YouTube does sometimes to just show you your viewers will show you zero. I've noticed this countless time to show you zero, but there are still people here. I just think it's just the new people coming and showing you. So, like I said, it's just me that just do not believe. If somebody is here doing some sort of incantation, blah blah blah. I'll give an example. When my sister was getting married last year, there is what they call rainmaker. They were telling my dad, pay money for rain, do this, do that, pay money for us to hold the rain. Else, my dad now not being religiously strong, spiritually strong like us, his kids. He was trying to, talk us into doing that. We no agree. All of us, we no agree. Still, we need to do that thing. And then, because we refused, I know these people, when you refuse them, they'll go and try to make the rain fall to scatter the events. Rain started drizzling, like, but because I believe in the power of prayer, I and my siblings believe in the power of prayer. Prior to that day, so days before that wedding day, we've been praying against that particular thing. So even the night to that wedding, as a matter of fact, the night to that wedding, I dreamt that it was going to drizzle. It was going to start and then stop. So when we refused, the man went back. I'm not saying powers no deal. I know say powers deal, but I'm just saying me. I believe that the power I believe in. Oh, my phone is going off now. Let me just say this fast. I believe that the power I believe in is greater than whatever power that is out there. So the rain started and started praying, 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 and prayer works with faith. For me, it works. It works. We prayed and believed that that rain was not going to fall to the extent of destruction on that day. Even as the rain was raining, people were advising us to still, you know, consult the rainmakers. We did not, and as God, to God be the glory. The rain did not fall. It did not disrupt anything. So it's just it. There may be powers, but it is never like you said. The Bible talk about spiritual whatever, but they are not greater than the power of God. I'm just gonna end this live stream with that. Whatever powers that are out there, are not greater than the power of God. And prayer works with faith. That is why whenever I came through the Old Testament, there's this word I mostly see: trust, 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 trust in God. Whatever you're doing, have that trust in Him that He's gonna do whatever. And both in the New Testament, faith. Jesus spoke about faith. Do not be afraid. As a matter of fact, when the angel visits you, hi John Glovo, good morning. The first thing he says is, "Do not be afraid." Probably because of his appearance, because I heard that the appearance of an angel is scary. But then faith in God was highly emphasized in the New Testament. So it should tell us that whatever you are doing, pray. Even it tells you that whatever you ask of me in prayer, and you believe, emphasis on and you believe, I do for you. So I am beside just pray with faith. Whatever Oju Kokoro, spiritual or traditional things they are doing out there, I don't I don't give a damn. I don't believe in that. That being said, I really appreciate all of us. Come on, let's just went off. Appreciate all of us for being here and keeping me company and also contributing one way or the other. Read, appreciate you always for the task. They are very mentally challenging. They challenge me to learn more. So once I get off this life, I'll research about it. And I'm going to be awake for a long time because I just woke up. So I thank you for your question. And I thank all of us for being here. Those that contributed and those that did not contribute, because the question is kind of hard for us, because it's hard for me. I still appreciate you guys for being here to the end. Thank you all so much. And I hope to see us some other time. Hopefully tomorrow, if I do not fall asleep on time. Bye, everybody. We're going to get bye too. Well, read say bye now. Knowledge, say bye so I can leave. You guys, please just say bye so I can see that you guys are in agreement with in the life and bye bye so I can go and rock my baby. Even if you don't say bye, I'll say end this life for. Else my phone go off. And I don't want my phone to go off. Bye bye. I'm ending it. Read. Bye. Bye.